We're going to focus now on Osun elections. And those elections are about 3-4 weeks away. And, well, there's plenty of jostling going on. But we're going to just focus sharply on the two main parties. That's the APC and the PDP, the two main contenders for the seat in Osun. Now, to have discussions with us this morning, I'd like to welcome the Director of Media and Strategy, Omisore Campaign Organization, Mr. Diron Odeyemi.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And sitting next to him is the DG, Omisore Campaign Organization, Mr. Larry Oyewumi.
Thank you
Good
very
morning.
much. Good morning.
And on Kayade's side is Mr. Bola Ilori, Special Advisor on Environment and Sanitation to the Governor of the State of Osun.
Good morning.
Good morning. And lastly, we have the Commissioner for Special Duties, State of Osun, Mr. Ajibola Bashiru.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming.
It's a pleasure.
Well, the APC is the government in power, so I shall begin with the PDP. Let me ask you, sir, Mr. Odeyemi. The elections are only a few weeks away.
21 days to come.
Exactly. How prepared are you for this election?
Thank you very much. We are fully prepared. Our candidate, Senator Yola Omisore, is not new to Osun State politics. He's a homeboy. He's known everywhere. He has his people in virtually all the polling booths in the state. He has been a deputy governor before and a two-term senator. He has contested election and won severally. And the campaign is not new to him. We have gone around the state. We are conducting a polling booth by polling booth campaign, not the Skelewu mega rally. So, by the special grace of God, we are sure of victory on the 9th of August, 2014.
Mr. Ilori, the power of incumbency, how much is that going to come to play in the next elections? Or how much do you think?
Our own power derives from the people and not from the incumbency. Because if you are looking at it, the real incumbent in Nigeria today is the PDP, that has turned Nigeria army into the arm wing of their party. And for us, our own bulwark for victory revolves around the people. And that's what we are targeting. And our determination is to ensure that the high-tech rigging that has now been injected into politics of Nigeria will be blocked effectively. You know, for us, that forms the bulwark of what we are doing. The people are ready. The people are determined. And you can see that Nigeria is taking a new turn now, whereby people resist impunity. And for us, therefore, our own bulwark is the people. You see what's happening in Nasarawa? And that is setting the tone and pace of what Nigerian democracy will soon become, whereby people will determine. Now, Osun people are so conscious, are so sensitive. If you ask anybody for their voter's card now, they see you as a criminal immediately. Because they know that the intrigues and antics of people who want to steal their life and future is by perverting everything that is good. And that is what we have been working on. We have been conscientizing our people, and we are happy that our people are connected with us and our message resonates with them. Okay. So for us, our eyes are on the big ball.
Okay. Let me take this question through to Mr. Yomi, who is the man in charge of the campaign. Now, a lot of things are being said, and we have seen quite a bit on television where it shows that the current governor, the incumbent governor, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, has done so much for children in primary schools, where we see them being fed chicken and beef and eggs and fruits and so on and so forth. And their parents saying that even some of the kids are eager to go to school because not only the learning but also the feeding. What is the agenda of your candidate? What is on the manifesto of your candidate that would either up the game or actually take it into stratosphere in terms of the quality of life for the people of Osun State?
Thank you very much. That's a very good place to start. And fortunately, I was in the system when the issue of feeding of the primary school started. I was an Agon chairman of Osun State, 2003 to 2007. So we started that program. It was Obasanjo that started to implement it in one state in each geopolitical zone, and Osun State was chosen. So it was even a program sponsored by the local government then. We started the feeding program, and Aregbesola continued it.
So in essence, will it be one of the things that you will continue as a political party?
Not in the way they are doing it now.
Oh, how would you do it then?
You see, in a system whereby even the meat, starting from the meat, the chicken that they are supplying the student is being supplied by one person throughout the state.
But the kids are only interested in eating chicken.
You are not there. We are there. We know what is happening. Okay. If you follow our campaign round, what we are talking about as positive to the government is their greatest problem, education.
Okay.
You know, this is one thing that concerns almost every household, education. Every house in Osun State feels the pinch or the success of anything you do in the educational sector. All what you are seeing on television, on social media, they are not the thing on ground in Osun State as far as the so-called educational reform is concerned. Look at the uniform, for instance. When they started, they said all the primary schools in Osun State should start using the same uniform. Not knowing that they are trying to create a market for a company, Sam and Sarah, to produce all the uniform of all the primary and secondary pupils in throughout Osun State. Thereby rendering millions of tailors jobless and market women that are selling clothes. And how much were they selling the uniform? Ordinarily, this khaki and serge uniform for primary school does not cost more than 500 naira. You sew it for 200 naira. They are selling them 2,500 for primary school and 3,000 for secondary school. To the extent that if you get to any primary or public secondary school today, most of the uniform you see on our students are pitiable. And even when we started our campaign around this, the song you hear from students is Omisore gba so iya lara wa o pa so iya awa o wa so iya kirima a so iya. That is the song from students themselves. I can show you video. Because
isn't that positive? Because that sounds like a really positive song.
No, I saw yeah. That they are saying Omisore should come and take that kind of clothes from, rescue them from that kind of rags. Why did they become rag? After the first one, the governor said he's not going to give the parent uniform again. It's like you are doing promo. You introduce the customer to a certain product and you withdraw the subsidy. And you now inflate the price after you have made it compulsory for them to buy. And most of the parents, if you have 2, 3 kids in school, cannot afford that price. So they leave them with the rag going to school. You see them tattered everywhere.
Okay, back to your manifesto.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, the issue of governance, Omisore, as my brother at least said, started his planning for the governance of Osun State for the past 17 years. In 2008, I was in the struggle. Since that time, we had a manifesto, which was some of what we are thinking about with the ideas of the people, because governance is for the people. You don't dump ideas on the people. You have to plan with the people. So
okay,
we have
you have to name 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe top 5 agendas.
Very good. The first one is to reorganize our educational system and give it the right place. According to the Educational Act, Secondary and Primary School of 2004, take the school back to where they are before 2011. They have merged so many schools. We are returning the school back to what they are before. All the schools that are merged together will be returned to their original form, bearing their original name and wearing their original uniform. That is urgent. That has to be done.
To status quo. That's number one.
After that, on health sector, because this is one area that has been abandoned completely, particularly the rural health. And our policy is to bring the health facility, make it accessible to all strata of men, children, women, pregnant women, an agent. So we want to make sure that all local governments have standard maternity centers with houses for the staff. That is that area. Then employment generation is very critical to the government of Senator Omisore, because if you see our youth roaming about the street, we don't want to ask them to go and strip the street. That is not employment, that is engagement. We want to make them gainfully employed by creating wealth, both for the people and for the state.
How?
Then agriculture.
Okay.
As
That
well.
makes it number 5.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Agriculture is there. You know, also
What is it you'll be doing about agriculture?
very good. If you want to develop area where you have the thick forest, we develop forest areas in terms of tree crops, and we assist our farmers. We have had the pool of our farmers. We have data bank for the farmer, real farmers in Osun State.
But some of the sorry, I'm sorry to interject because we have limited time. Some of the documentaries that we have seen coming out from Osun State showing the works of the incumbent governor indicate that there is a lot of work that has been done in the area of
You
agriculture.
just see that in the paper and social network. Go to Osun State and find out.
Are you saying nobody is employed in agriculture in Osun State?
There is no single impact of any government in Osun State
Okay,
on the life of the
Let me-
farmers.
That's fine.
Let me ask
That's the
Mr.
real
Bashir.
thing.
Mr. Bashir, INEC has cleared 20 candidates for these elections. For what reason is it that the APC and the PDP are the loudest?
I wouldn't say they are the loudest. There are 20 political parties, 20 candidates, all of them are just for pass. But as you know, as you said, the incumbent is APC. The previous government that APC took over from was the PDP. Naturally, there will be focus on them. More importantly, the PDP is the party in government in the center. And as said, they are the one riding roughshod on the Nigerian people.